Sorry to bother you while you're so busy. Oh, they're all here. Good. I'm gonna deduce something. Please get it over with as fast as you can. Old Nintendo Gamer.
And son.
Hello and welcome back to Old Nintendo Gamer and Son and Hakaba Bunko's Makoto Wakaido's Case Files Trilogy Deluxe. As I'm eating a candy, sorry very much. Thank you very much. Load game, yes, we're going to load game into the Bogeyman's Woods and try in this episode, which is episode 3, Case Files 2.2. It's the second time we're dropping into this second case file. Let's see if we can sort things out in chapter 3. Detective Wakaido. Ooh, who the hell are you? Hey there, detective. Did you take part in the search for Tsukihiko? I couldn't. I've got a cold condition, you know. I'm visiting the clinic day in, day out, like it was a temple. You look like a heroin addict. Who'd have guessed one Sendo would be spirited away too, huh? Why? Why is that so unexpected about that? I mean, all those people were missing one after the other, and then we'd find one of them on that mountain. And who'd help us sort things out every time? The Sendo family. It was a given. We got no baddies here, but we got heroes protecting the village. Never made sense to me, even as a kid. Yeah. And Sendo will be the one standing to protect the village? You know, my house is in the outskirts, almost out of the village. Turns out because of my grandpa. Or was it my grandpa's grandpa? Anyway, after the first spirited away, he thought he'd had it all figured out. He blamed the Sendo. But he was wrong. Really? And people wanted to chase him out. The Sendo let him stay where I live now. Still, who knows? It was a long time ago. Maybe the Sendo stand to protect themselves, and that's it. That's my 2 cents. You have a condition? I'm breathing smoke all over you. Look for clues about alibis. May I have a few words? Oh, Mr. Detective, sure thing. Well, I'm just doing my volume. Did you happen to notice anything suspicious? Me, myself? No, but lately the doctor's been busy treating some folk. Maybe he's got some gossip for you. Why are you at the clinic today? You look more than healthy to me. You sweet talker. I'm just bringing a couple of radishes to the doctor. You fancy the doctor? What's this? There are some very old newspapers here. I wonder if they wrote about the disappearances back then. Why would you have tragic incident befalls young lady spirited away for 3 days? That was years ago. Why would I have a newspaper from like 30 years ago? I wonder if disappearances back then. Tragic incident befalls young lady spirited away for 3 days. Right, okay. Sorry to bother you while you work.
Oh, why, it's no bother.
I take it you've been seeing patients here for many years now.
Oh, it's been quite a few years indeed. It's not much of a clinic, but I can treat any minor wound all right.
Do you have any patients who come here on a regular basis?
Oh, they all do. They come here to gossip mostly. I mean, as long as they're healthy, I can't complain.
Alright, so the doctor is happy if everyone is healthy. That was a weird one, right? Well, they got nothing to talk to them about, so the hinting system is bleeping like crazy up there. There's a doctor's office. Where in the Sam Hill? Oh, the shrine. There's a new location now. Oh, that's a crazy grandma. May I ask you some questions?
Looks like the spirit hasn't snatched you away yet.
Can you tell me more about the spirit?
It roams the village looking for wrongdoers. It stares at them with its beastly eyes, covers them with its cape, and makes them disappear.
You've seen this? Alright, she believes in, ghosts. Ah, you're here. Why are you here? May I bother you again?
You're only here still toiling and throwing. It's clear you take this serious.
Did Tsukihiko and his wife ever have children?
Never. And Mikoto's daughter passed away after marrying. So we're lucky Masayo came back.
Came back? What do you mean?
Her father's family was no good. When her mother died, they chased Masayo away, only keeping her brother with them.
Have you noticed anything weird in Mikoto's behavior since her husband Ichitaro passed away?
Back then, Tsukihiko said she'd take care of her, and people praised him for his kindness. But if I were in Sayako's shoes and as his wife, I would have had a thing or three to say about that. Tsukihiko would take Mikoto to the storehouse to show her how to use the key. Tell me that's not suspicious.
Right. Oh, Mikoto, keeping quiet. You're, suspicious. Are your suspicions true, or are you just trying to stir shit?
Feel free.
Mikoto seems to have some secrets that she can't even tell me, Masayo. Do you have any idea about that?
I bet she does. Along with his inheritance, our father left us the family secrets. Secrets that could ruin the Sendo's reputation. It can only be that.
And those secrets are?
Feel free.
And those secrets are? Oh, exactly the question I just asked.
They're secrets. I'd never tell a soul about them, least of all someone like you. And we just take you down to the police station and interrogate you.
Hello. Are you here to pay your respects?
Oh yes, I owe so much to his folks.
So you're here to see the late Tsukihiko?
He was such a good fellow. I'm sorry he had to go like this, so.
Is there anything wrong? You seem to be glancing at Himeko.
It's just this morning I was taking my walk to the shrine and I saw someone. 'Twas still dark, so I wouldn't bet my hat on it, but I sure looked like a lady.
The Dawn Lady.
Why do you say you owe the Sendo family? 'Cause it's true. For me and for all the folks here, they've been sort of out stuff for the whole village always. They've been sorting out stuff. I've been taking you for a ride.
Right.
Feel free.
I thought maybe I was going to say, are you the woman who was here at dawn? I don't want to go back to the shrine yet, but I can go back to the Sendo Manor. Ah, the old lady's here. Mikoto.
You look tired. I think you should rest. Oh, don't worry, I'm fine.
Let me ask you this again. Where were you last night around the time that Tsukihiko died?
I was in my bedroom all night. Once I got ready to sleep, that's what I did until morning.
Mikoto was by herself in her room.
Where were you this morning when Tsukihiko was found? Still in my bedroom. I've got a bad knee, you see. Lately I've been going to the clinic like one would go for a daily walk.
Right, I gotta check that with the doctor.
Always check things out.
Daily walk. Or maybe it was you this morning. Can anyone back up your claims about you being in your room?
I don't think so. I saw Sayako walking down the hallway before I fell asleep, but I don't know if that proves anything. Did you notice anything else? I heard Miss Sayo's voice. She was calling out for a cat in the garden. Okay. And I got one thing to ask about Tsukihiko and Mikoto to Sayaka. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah. I can't even look at that anymore, can I? Surely I can. These must have been the heads of the Sendo family from previous generations. Hello. Sorry to bother you at the moment like this. No, I understand it's your job, and talking makes me feel a little better anyway. Where were you when your husband was found? In my bedroom, like always, which is separate from my husband's, like always. Did Tsukihiko ever tell you about anything about the storehouse key? No, never. He was always a secretive man, but he didn't like people to intrude on his personal space or alone time either. Maybe that's why we've had separate bedrooms for so long. Yep. Was he having an affair? That means you can't be sure when exactly your husband left his room. Exactly. He liked to go on walks at night or early in the morning when there are no people around, but I'd usually be asleep. Okay. That didn't lead anywhere. Right. Where else can I go? Possibly... Let's go back to the storehouse. Let's visit everywhere. Ah, this is the housekeeper. Rather bouncy lady. Sorry to bother you at this hour. May I have a few words with you? Sure thing. Oh, whatever. Oh, sure thing. How can I help you? Oh, you related to the Sendo family. I'm the housekeeper. I've been working for them for a pretty long time. Do you ever stay with the Sendo till late? In particular, I'd like to know if you noticed anything weird last night. I was here till late last night, but there wasn't anything weird going on. Well, maybe one thing. After dinner, I heard Himeko discussing something with Mitsuo in her room. They sounded like they would take a while to be done. Aye. Alright, you got nothing else to say. What about you? Are you taking a break too? Do you come to the storehouse often? Not really. I just came to see what all the racket was about. And was the storehouse door locked this morning? It was, at least it was when I came to check after being woken up by all that noise. Why would you come and check? That was a good question, Detective, and I think you just dropped something suspicious there. Did you notice anything suspicious? Not at all. Didn't notice anything? Right, he's hiding something there. That's a ball still, isn't it? What's that ball doing there? So the costume was here before being brought to the body. One of them has the mask and straw cape on it. What's this? Oh, there are traces on the floor. Someone was dragged away from the floor. Lucky I looked. Someone's dragged away. Right, they know nothing about it. Time to move on, I think. Let's go back to the police station. Are you looking for your cat, Masayo? What? How did you know? Did you deduce that detective style? I heard that Tsugihiko had a habit of taking long walks. Do you know if his route would have taken him to the bridge? He'd leave at 4 a.m. in the morning and walk through the whole village, including the bridge, but, maybe he wasn't just taking a random walk. Maybe he wanted to pay his respects to the spot where his brother died. If you know where exactly from the bridge he fell, I'd like to know. I do know it. Should I walk you there? Thank you. Please do so later. Thank you. I need to talk to the officer. Hello, officer. Sorry to bother you again.
If it isn't a big city detective. Sorry, I've always wanted to say that. Anyway, how can I help you?
I'm looking for more information on the past disappearances.
Oh, you know the village clinic? The doctor there has been collecting newspapers for a long time now. Maybe he still has some articles on those cases.
I will go and talk to the doctor later, but there is something I know you can help me with. Here, the article on the newspaper. Back in the clinic, I found about the first person to be spirited away. Do you know more about that?
After hers, 2 more disappearances followed rather soon. This is a report written by the officer who worked here before me.
Suspicious serial disappearances, eh?
Back in the clinic, I found about...
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I just did that. Right, what's in the report? What else did the report say?
Just give me a second. Oh, there it is. A village girl disappeared. Parents filed a missing person report and she was found dead 5 days later. 3 days later, a man went missing. His wife organized a search in the woods, and 2 days later, they found his body.
It was a series of 5 years.
Just a week later, another man went missing. The village doctor reported the man had been worried about something. He was found a day after the search was initiated.
And did the 3 victims know each other?
It's a small village, so we all know each other here. That's not saying much. Oh, but it seems that the 3rd man who went missing was friends with the girl. Maybe it was her disappearance that had him so worried.
Right, okay. Let's try down here, the field road. There's a lot more to and froing on this case. How you doing? Sorry to interrupt you while you're resting. Ain't you the ever hard worker? Are you always early in the morning? Sure am. Gotta catch a worm and all that. Did you see any suspicious person around dawn? Believe me, I did. I saw some folk walking near the bridge. Thought they was Tsukihiko for a minute. But then I took me another gander and they was the spirit. When you come to the police? And what did the spirit you saw look like? Got him bull mask and straw cape on. But I couldn't see all well, because I was heading for the woods and where the Sendo mansion is. Right, so from the mansion to the woods, found a new lead. I mean... Did you notice anything else about it? They was walking weird, limping, like they got a bad leg. Ah, it's the girl with the knee problem, the old lady. Oh dear. Suspicious activity. The spirit was limping, eh? Thank you. Invaluable, incalculable evidence. Not evidence, but suggestiveness. Let's go back to the clinic. I can probably get some more info from the people here. Good. Hello. Did you happen to notice anything suspicious? Me, no, but the dog's been gossiping right there. Let's try page 1. Nothing from there. Page 2. Nothing from there. Page 3. Nothing from there. The doctor. I can talk about Limps. Yes, Doctor? Have you visited any member of the Sendo family as of late?
Oh yes, not too much long ago. Nothing major though. Mikoto's knee was just giving her some trouble. That's old age for you.
And have you visited any member of the... Oh, I just read that. Any other patients?
Oh yes, they all do come with the gossip. Yes.
Right then, let's go back to see Mikoto. Where was Mikoto? I can't remember. Was she in the house? I believe she was. We've been everywhere else. Hello, Mikoto. What the devil were you doing this morning dressed as the spirit? I'm pretty sure I got all the information. Really? Huh. I'm pretty sure I got all the information I can from here, right? I can probably get some more information from the people here. Right, good. Mikoto has a bad knee. Oh, whatever, sorry. Nice to meet you. Yes, nice to meet you. She knows something about Mikoto. Good. Do you ever escort Mikoto to the clinic?
Me? Oh no, I'd just be a third wheel.
I'm not sure I understand who the second wheel would be.
Oh, come on, I mean Tokihiko. Oh, shush. But did you know Tokihiko's room has a hidden door that leads directly to Mikoto's room? Oh.
Uh-huh. Thank you for that. That is a sage piece of advice. Does, Tsukihiko's wife know that? Thank you. Let's go and see, Mikoto. There's 2 pieces of evidence now. I'm pretty sure I got all the information I can. No, I'm pretty sure I don't. But, it must be somewhere else. Let's go back here. Back to the Spirit Woods. I'm pretty sure I got all the information I can from here, right? Back to the shrine. Ooh. Have you ever witnessed the spirit kidnapping somebody?
All I've seen was its mask moving around. It was dusk, but I could tell that greater powers, raging powers, were controlling it.
Yeah. Do you know anything about the first person who was spirited away from the village?
A day before it happened, someone was possessed by a spirit near the edge of the village. They say you could hear the man scream in fear, and then his voice suddenly fade away. But you could not see him.
Oh, sorry, it's not the old woman's voice. Fade away? What happened to that man?
The priestess before me said that he crossed the bridge. When he came close to the Sendo mansion, he disappeared for good.
He was murdered. Idiot. Right, if you want to hide a murder, just say it was a ghost. I can deduce. Come on. Deduction time. Time to put together all the info I got. People have been spirited away one after the other around the Sendo family, including Tsukihiko. And these don't look like accidents. However, there's no evidence or witness testimony strong enough to hone in on a suspect. That's why many still believe this was the doing of a supernatural being. And among the villagers, some have allegedly witnessed this supernatural being firsthand. What did they say? The witness of spirit. Right, I got a witness testimony about seeing a mysterious figure wearing the spirit's paraphernalia. It was Makoto. Other testimonies have started painting a clearer picture of the suspect. Unfortunately, none of them were precise enough to accuse any single individual with a limp, the figure of a woman wearing the mask and a straw cape. This figure had one more interesting feature about it. What was it? The spirit was limping. Right, the person wearing the spirit's costume walked with a limp. The deed was done late at night. As expected, almost nobody has a strong alibi. But if I compare all I heard, I should be able to single out a prime suspect. Himeko and Mitsuo were bickering till late. Their alibis match. But there's someone whose alibi hasn't been corroborated by anyone else. Who is it? Makoto. Makoto was by herself in a room. Right, Makoto said she was in a bedroom by herself, but nobody can confirm that. Yeah, it's not much, but now I do have some witness statements about a possible suspect. Problem is, I just can't believe everything I hear from these people. I need to understand the inner workings and power struggles in the Sendo family if I want to solve this case. Who are the most suspicious ones right now? They blinking all are. Tsukihiko and Makoto? Pretty... Tsukihiko and Makoto. Alright, I have to be wary of the connection between these two. You most certainly do. Right then. I scrapped the info I'm not going to need anymore, and I got some useful info about alibis and the spirit. I need to take a better look in the village from the bridge where it all started. Masako, whatever her name is going to help me, is the person to help me get to the bridge, I think. It seems to me like the title of the head of the family was somewhat of an obsession for Tsukihiko. Stop beating around the bush, just say it. You think it was a murder to become the head of the family. It's understandable. If you were me, I'd say the end justifies the means. Murder justifies the means. Why does the title of head of the family matter so much? It's not just the title, it's the perks that come with it. And yet Ichitaro wanted to be the one to finally cut ties with the unsightly tradition, as he called it. The Sendo tradition. So Ichitaro wanted to change things in the Sendo family. He and Tsukihiko would argue about that on a daily basis. One would say the family had fought hard to protect its secrets. The other would say the statute of limitations doesn't apply to morals. You know what? We ought to thank the spirit for taking away that dangerous individual at a crucial moment where he's going to tell the secrets of the family. Oh! Dirty secrets anyway, probably. They need to come out. Hiding stuff. Right, we're on the bridge. Look for conclusive evidence. Hello. Ah, there you are. Hello, detective. Thank you for showing me the way. I thought the only way to reach here was through the fields. You can also get to the bridge to the shrine or through our house with the stone house side. And I think I'll check out the roads you told me about once more. You're not afraid of a long walk, huh? Must be why they call you people gumshoes. Anyway, if there's anything else I can help you with, please let me know. I'll be here for a while. Thank you very much. Maybe you can. There you go. The spirit was witnessed on the bridge at dawn. Looks like it was walking with a limp. The spirit had a limp, I see. Right, what might tell in her that? She might use that as a... Right, this is the bridge, so there's nothing I can do on the bridge apart from meet with a beautiful lady. And where do I want to go next, though? Alright, old Graham, how are you doing? May I bother you again?
What is it? You're still here? This is a local woods for local people.
This morning around dawn, were you at the shrine?
My duties begin as soon as the sun rises.
Did you see anyone?
Someone was walking in the woods away from the road. They started running, maybe because they noticed me. I didn't catch their face.
I just don't want to talk to you. Would you know why the spirit costume was placed on Tsukihiko's body?
No, but I could sense something, a strange smell coming from the cape.
Why didn't you tell me this before? Oh, hello. Hello. Good weather today, isn't it? Oh, hello, yourself. Beats me about the weather. Them woods so dark you barely know. Do you come here often to this part of the woods? I've seen you 2 days in a row now. Ain't nobody come here all that much. Them's the spirit woods after all. No trash around, see? Somebody put the spirit's costume on Tsukihiko after he died. Scary stuff. Makes one wonder. Some things we just can't explain. Somebody put the costume on him after he died. That's an easy explanation. Someone did it. Did the cat find something? There's a hair brooch under a pile of fallen leaves. The local officers must have missed it because of the leaves. It's in good condition. It must have been dropped lately. Beautiful hair brooch. Marvelous. Alright. Oh, they can both talk about the hair brooch. Someone smoking is coming through my house. This hair brooch was found near the body. Have you ever seen it before? Oh, a hair brooch in the woods. Them's one strange find for sure. But no luck, detective. Never seen the thing before. Thank you. How about you, crazy old bat? I found this brooch near the body. Did you ever see it before?
I haven't, but I recognize this smell. It's faint, but it's there. It's less like...
So it belongs to the same person with the faint smell. Maybe you need to go around sniffing people and finding out who is the culprit. Let's go to the bridge and see if she knows whose brooch this is. This was found near the body. Have you seen it before? Oh, this hair brooch, it's, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I shouldn't tell you anything more about that. Oh, thank you. You are now in my list of suspicious people. Yeah, these are the Sendo family. He had the same eyes as Masayo. Hello. Thank you for your help. Detective, have you discovered anything? Are you sure you don't need to take a rest? Some of the villagers told me the same earlier. They must be worried about me. But they're going to turn this into another fairy tale. It's the same shame the spirit had to take your husband, they say. Already. How easy to give up on the truth. I found this brooch near the body. Have you seen it before? It looks somewhat familiar. Is this related to my husband's death? I'm sorry, but I can't say for sure yet. If that brooch belongs to someone in the family, you could try asking our housekeeper. She's very well informed about this kind of thing. Marvelous. Thank you for that. Right. She's not going to help me anymore. So let's go over here. This was the last place, the storehouse, is where I saw the housekeeper. She's not here now. Excuse me there, something I would like to ask you. What is it? What did you do last evening after dinner? I'm assuming you're asking me for my alibi. I was talking with Mitsuo about our family's future. He never gives me straight answers, so it's always an ordeal. He wasted so much time dodging my questions that it was late at night when we were done. Ask him, he'll tell you the same thing. I found this brooch near the body. Have you ever seen it before? You found this there? So what? You're saying it must belong to the murderer. Stop staring at me like it's mine. It's not mine. Something was dragged. And before I talk to you... There's a tiny bit of light coming through, and it looks like there are cracks on the wall. With that cracked wall out of the way, you could probably slip the mask through. But it's not large enough for a person to go through. There's a tiny bit of light coming... Oh, right, okay, right. Maybe a cat could get through. Sorry to bother you again. Never mind, what is it? I won't sugarcoat it. Did you and Tsukihiko have a relationship you kept secret from Sayako? Does that have anything to do with this case? It does. Depending on your answer, I might have to disregard all of your previous statements. Well, it's true. Tsukihiko and I had a secret relationship. I found this brooch near the body. Have you ever seen it before? Oh, this was near the body? Who knows? I can't be sure. Yeah. Right, what's your secret relationship then? How long has this secret relationship of yours been going on? Someone else asked me the question before. It was a detective with the same family name as you have. And our relationship had already started back then. We chased that detective away from the village to protect our secret. You are his mother. So... my grandfather wasn't able to get any statement from you. Back then, I'd have died rather than give that secret brought to light. I remember that your grandfather smoked quite a lot. Do you share his habit? Unfortunately, tobacco was never my thing. I don't smoke. I thought I saw you smoking. Oops, sorry. Right, that's this part done. I was sure something else was going to turn up there. To the police station. She's really busy, this lady, isn't she? Hello, good weather today, isn't it? Oh, hello. Why are you here at the police station? Is anything wrong? Oh, no, just bringing a couple of greens to the officer. Funny thing, I done run into Tsukihiko here just yesterday. Had vegetables for him, too. Can't believe I ain't ever seen him again. Did you meet Tsukihiko around here often? Around here, he was always walking around, so you'd run into him everywhere. This hair brooch was found near the body. Have you ever seen it before? Wait a moving my microphone down again. Let me see. A hair brooch looks right expensive too. Way back when Tsukihiko said he'd done buy a hair brooch from abroad, some said the customs taxed him naked. Could it be that? Listen to me, like that was the only hair brooch in the world. He imported a hair brooch. Okay. She doesn't have anything else to say. What about you, chap? Good day, officer. Good day to you, detective. I found this hair brooch on the ground near the body. Ever seen it before? I'm so sorry. I have no idea. Such an important piece of evidence slipped. Please forgive this oversight.
As for the hair brooch, I've never seen it before, I'm sorry.
Anything out of the ordinary happen?
This is the first actual case I've seen since I was stationed here, so it's already out of the ordinary for me. The most we've had to deal with usually some monkey in the mountains.
You can't take those monkeys too seriously. Right, so that's more evidence. I'd better come down here, I suppose. Where is the housekeeper when you need to talk to her? Hello, farmer. Hello, good weather today, isn't it?
Hello, detective. Yep, there's some nice clear sky.
Do you pass by here daily?
Sure do. Them's my fields close ahead. Tsukihiko used this the road daily too. He'd come and say hello to all of us, then Sendo come. Them Sendos, some upright folks, I'll tell you as much.
And Tsukihiko would patrol these roads every single day.
Patrol? Oh, nothing so scary. Just checking in on us village folk to see if we're doing well.
You could call it going overboard. He don't worry too much. I found this brooch near the body. Have you seen it before?
Near the body, is it? You know what? I've done seen this before. It was a Sendo lass, Himeko, it was a MAKOTO, or maybe it just looks like one of them's.
As I suspected. Right, we got some more evidence. Not conclusive evidence as of yet, but some more evidence. Let's get down to the clinic. Oh, what are you doing in the clinic, old chap?
Hello there, Mitsuo. Hello, detective.
Are you not feeling well? Why are you here?
Oh, I'm fine. I just like to chat with the doctor. He's the only one around here who's worth talking to.
I know you don't like speaking much with Himeko, but is this the same true for the others, like Sayeko and Mikoto?
Yes, we don't speak much, and talking to Sayeko, as she is right now, perish the thought. She's furious at how Tsukihiko's death is being treated as yet another supernatural phenomenon.
I found this brooch near the body. Have you ever seen it before?
A hair brooch. I'm sorry, but I don't really know this kind of thing. But if it belongs to the murderer, we can at least tell that it was a woman who did it.
Well, it could be planted. It's too early to say. Anyway, thank you.
So the consensus seems to be that Tsukihiko has been spirited away. Well, how about that? What?
Did you notice anything?
Did you notice in the past murder case the mask was set up above the body as if to look down on them?
So they're saying that Tsukihiko did all the other murders, and now Tsukihiko has been murdered himself. So in the past the victim wasn't wearing the mask.
Exactly. Unlike this time, maybe the case isn't the same as the past ones.
That was a good lead. Thank you very much. I hear that you and Himeko were discussing something in her room on the night of the disappearance.
Yes, we were. She wanted to discuss our family's future. Well, discuss is not quite right. I mostly had to listen to her monologue. By the time she was satisfied, it was already late, and neither of us left the house after that.
That checks out. I got one thing to ask the doctor.
Sorry to barge in again, Doctor.
Oh, Detective, it's you again. Still hard at work, I see.
Has there been anything unusual going on here lately?
Oh, not really, apart from your presence. The villagers are all as healthy as it gets. They only come here to chat over a cup of tea.
I found this brooch near the body. Have you ever seen it before?
A hair brooch, is it? We don't really deal with those in my profession, but let me see. I'm afraid I can't help you. Never seen it before in my life.
Thank you, Doctor. Alright, time to move on again. Where in the dilly dilly ding dang is the housekeeper? I'm pretty sure I got all the info I can from here. Let's go back to the bridge and because oh, I thought she was disappeared then. She knows something. And she's not telling. She's not telling at all. Damn. And this was found near the body. Have you seen it before? Oh, this hair brooch, it's... I can't tell you. I think I check out the roads you told me about once more. You're not afraid to go on long walks. That's why you call it gumshoes. Blah, blah, blah. Been here a while. Thank you very much. So I can't talk to her yet. I gotta go back around now and see if anybody else... I'm pretty sure I got all the information I can out of this place. Did I go here? Ah! Maybe I didn't go to the shrine before. Oh, are you here to visit the shrine?
Oh, mate, no. Just taking the long way around. Got a few pounds to shed.
The lady that people call Old Graham. Just who is she?
Oh, she's a spirit's priestess. She's in charge of the shrine.
And do you have any idea how old she is? I was wondering if she could know about the people who were spirited away in the past.
Old Graham has been an Old Graham forever now. I guess there's a different priestess in charge before her. But good luck telling them apart. They got exactly the same faces, really.
Have you ever seen this hair brooch before?
Let me see. It's familiar. Oh, I think I saw MAKOTO wearing this one time. No, I'm sure. It's MAKOTO's.
Marvelous. Marvelous news. Anything else I need to bother her with? Yep, she's got to know about Makoto and Tsukihiko. Did you know about Mikoto's secret relationship with Tsukihiko?
Oh, come on now. I've been working for the Sendo for years now. Of course, I didn't notice immediately. But when I did, it was a real surprise. I thought it was like the serials on TV. Obviously, I never told a living soul. Imagine what the Sendo family would go through. So you stay quiet too, all right?
I'm just going to move my microphone. I keep slipping down all the time. Very lazy of me. Let's get out of here. I need to go and see Mikoto. I wish it would... I know it's Mikoto's now. Surely I can go and tell this girl, hey, it's Mikoto's. Oh, sorry. Damn. Back to the bridge. Is that all face Mikoto? And I can't remember where Mikoto is. I think she was at the... I can talk about it to her. Easier to use the D-pad. I was trying to use the control stick then. Hello. I know whose brooch it is. Did you use that hair brooch belong to Makoto? It definitely resembles the hair brooch that Grandma might have had, maybe. She once told me she had gotten it as a gift from someone special. Thank you. Oh, deduce. I can deduce. Sorry. I'm going to deduce on the bridge. Shame I can't go and confront Mikoto immediately. When I got this game, there was a little press release with it saying, oh, each case can be solved in an hour. An hour? Time to put together all the info I got. Tsukihiko was praised for his efforts to help out Mikoto and her child if they'd lost Ichitaro. However, his motives went beyond the simple kindness. My grandfather walked into this same wall while he was on the road to solve this case. As a relationship that could turn all I assumed about this case on his head. Between who? Makoto and Tsukihiko's secret bond. Right, because of this, my grandfather couldn't get any valid statements about the disappearances. Secrets. After the body was carried away, I found this hair brooch in the woods. After asking around, I finally found the owner. That gave me a suspect and a glimpse of a secret bond between these two people. Tsukihiko brought the brooch from overseas and gave it to someone as a gift. So whom did he give it to? That's right, the hair brooch belongs to Makoto. Somebody has put the spirit's mask and straw cape on Tsukihiko's body, as he was found like that. That costume also made an appearance in past cases, but in a different way. Mitsuo, who was there when the other disappearances took place, told me about it. How was the spirit costume used in those past cases? Mask in a different location. But does that... yeah, it makes perfect sense. It was in a different location. The mask was near the bodies. Right, in those cases, the mask was propped up against the victim's body as if looking down on it. Just like with those who came before him, Tsukihiko's death has been treated as being spirited away. However, something that Mitsuo said keeps bothering me. In those past cases, the mask was found next to the body. But in the most recent case... yeah, that's why. And the mask was in a different location. Alright, the mask was on the body, or rather the body was wearing it. I'm going to carry on. I scrapped the info I'm not going to need anymore. And there's a reason to believe that this case is different from the ones that came before it. This might be that the murderer has been murdered. Sorry to bother you while you're so busy. Oh, they're all here. Good. I'm gonna deduce something. Please get it over with as fast as you can. Are you here to tell us how you found the culprit? I wish that was the case. Unfortunately, I'm out of time. Out of time? What do you mean? My superior's called. I need to get back to the office to report. Detective? There's a spirit seen walking with a limp, the hair brooch found near the body, the costume taken from the storehouse, and most importantly, the power struggle within the Sendo family all points to a single suspect. But I have no warrant right now. Unfortunate as it is, my investigation for today ends here. Till next time. Oh, come on. My grandfather carried out an investigation in this village years before me. And just like me, he probably had to cross this bridge while the suspects looked at him go. Damn superiors. Leave it to me, Gramps. I won't let the culprit get away scot-free. Time to make deductions based on all the info I got. 3 people spirited away in a mysterious coincidence that was the first case. Then came the second. This time it was the head of the Sendo family, Ichitaro, who got spirited away. Both are filed as unfortunate accidents. That is, despite the doubts that some raised, all disappearance was blamed on simple misfortune. And that costume always put there as if to say a spirit was behind it all. I don't have enough evidence to prove it, but what's the truth behind these disappearances? The first disappearance was a crime by the Sendo family. The next 2 were necessary to cover it up. Yep. The next case came out of the struggle for the head of the family title. But this time it's different. The mask and straw cape put on Tsukihiko after he died were supposed to keep in the Sendo storehouse. But the storehouse was locked and nobody could have entered it. However, there were some traces there, traces of something being dragged. So who took the spirit costume out of the storehouse? Is that really so? Let me think. The cat, really? Oh, sorry. Right, somehow the cat was made to drag the costume out of the storehouse. That's why the ball was there. By putting a certain smell on the straw cape and taking advantage of the cat's training, the culprit got it to take it out of the costume. Surely you need a dog for that. The HD rumble's kicking in. Then there's the hair brooch that was found in the spirit woods that belonged to Makoto. And Makoto won't talk about why that brooch was there. This is probably a vital piece of evidence for the case. But when exactly did the hair brooch fall into the spirit woods? Alright, the culprit must have placed it there on purpose after murdering Tsukihiko. It didn't have a single scratch and it wasn't stained with soil or blood. It probably meant to disrupt the investigation, as I suspected. Then the spirit was witnessed. It walked in a very peculiar way with a limp. But then again, another statement talked about the same figure running away. The spirit walked in that recognizable way on the bridge where people could see it. What does the contradiction between these two statements tell me about the culprit? Right, the culprit pretended to limp, assuming that people would notice it. But on the way back from the woods, rather than take the risk of being seen close up, the culprit sprinted away.
Are you coming to get me, spirits?
Taking all of this into account, who killed Tsukihiko, the most recent person to be spirited away? It's definitely not Makoto, because it's someone pretending. Oh, Himeko wants to be the head. Makoto was having an affair. Masayo. Why would Masayo want her to protect her grandmother? Mitsuo, Saeko. Let's think it through once more. Taking this account, who killed? Right, so it's not her. Mitsuo. Let's think. Oh, it's not Mitsuo. Oh my god. Who the hell? Saeko. Let's think about it once more. It's not Makoto. It's Masayo. There's a dark past behind the case, dark enough to drive you to the point of committing murder. She is murdering for revenge. Yeah, it's a Sendo's dark past, an unforgivable history. She is the child of Makoto and Tsukihito. It's a Sendo and unforgivable. However, I must stop you. The real culprit, the one hiding behind the spirit, it's you, Masayo. So you knew, Detective? No, Masayo, I tried my luck. You probably knew that it was Tsukihiko who killed your grandfather. Revenge. And you also knew that Makoto, who was having an affair with him, condoned that murder. Forced to rely on those people to survive, you fell into despair. That's what I assumed. The day before the murder, you asked Tsukihiko to open the storehouse for you, and you set up your trick. The next morning, you shoved him off the bridge and then headed to the storehouse again. You used the toy ball to lead your cat around without having to enter the building yourself. With the mask and straw cape now in your possession, you approached Tsukihiko's dead body. How did the cat drag it out of the building? You set up the scene as you needed and then went back to their everyday life. There are two things my mother always used to tell me. The Sendo family is cursed and should not be allowed to exist. And I will never forgive the Sendo family. Masayo. Detective, I was ready to kill you rather than let you leave the village with the wrong idea about his death. I hope my investigation was to your satisfaction. Did I get anything wrong? You did not. Please arrest me. Did you come here to confess your crime to me? No, I wanted to, It's a long trip to the police station. I'll walk you there. Jingle jingle, jingle jangle, the bing bing bong bojangles. Hi, cat.
Meow.
What's wrong? Detective, may I ask you a favor? If it's anything I can help with, look after the cat. At first I had no idea that my grandfather had been working on those related cases. I only knew he'd been working on them, but that was it. My mother probably kept sir, Sayako. My grandmother probably kept quiet because of her own secrets. Masayo, I'd like to hear more about you. About me? I want to know what led you to commit this crime. Revenge. Visiting time is almost over, so I won't be able to go into much detail. That's fine. The Sendo family is in its own little world, closed off from the rest. The head of the family had power over everything, and the villagers treat him as king. As far as I know, the first disappearance was the family's way of hiding how one of them had killed a girl. The other girl's father became suspicious of the Sendo, and they spirited him away to protect themselves. The third person to disappear was a friend of the girl's. Must have been another inconvenience for the family. So the spirit struck once again. And so the head of the family kept the secret, only revealing it to his successor. But can I ask you about Ichitaro's death? Go ahead. Tsukihiko killed him to take his place as the head of the family, correct? Yes, my grandfather Ichitaro wanted to cut ties with the Sendo's traditions and end the whole head of the family thing. But that would make the family's dark past resurface, and the Sendo's reputation would have been destroyed. Well, only the people in the past. Tsukihiko thought that Ichitaro wasn't fit to lead the Sendo, and so he killed his brother, protecting the family. Since Mikoto's affair had probably already started, that must mean she knew about it but kept silent. Most likely, yes. And then, Masayo, we come to you. The main difference between this disappearance and the others was the location of the mask. The other people who were spirited away were found with the mask staring down at them. He was the mask. That's why he was the mask. But this time, as if the spirit itself had been killed. It lay there lifeless with its mask on. That crime scene showed how much he resented the Sendo family. Tsukihiko made sure that Mikoto's daughter married in a wealthy family. She gave birth to you and then died of illness. My mother was a frail woman to begin with. Her new family treated her like an object. They were the kind of family to chase you away as soon as your mother had a son, which is what they wanted, it figures. Your grandfather was killed because of a power struggle, and your mother died because of a political marriage. I can't fathom how deep the grudge you held against the Sendo line goes. You became the spirit and struck back against the family that had spirited away so many. So you got your revenge, isn't that so? Detective? Yes. I would have pushed every last one of them off that bridge. If you hadn't found me out, that is. Looks like it's time. Masayo. Even the smallest village can attract enough attention. And I don't blame you for what you did. The media is storming the Sendo mansion. The headline is an old family whose serial murders have come to light. I'll schedule another visit. Next time we can talk about your cat.
The Bogeyman's Woods, or the Bogeyman's Woods, Makoto Wakaido's Face Files 2 is over. That was also a nice, delightful... there's not much to the game itself, just presenting evidence and just chatting and all that, but the story is intriguing enough to... a little bit of a twist at the end. Revenge rather than power struggling. But as long as the truth comes out and stops that family from being so heinous, that's a good thing. Here's the cast. I thought it was gonna... of course, there's no voice actors.
everyone else. Ah, those are villagers. Ah yes, the grandfather, of course. He's the smoker. And thank you for the work on the case. This happens. It happened in the previous one, and I kind of stopped recording just before it. And if you go back here, do you want to really go back to the title screen? You can show you what happens when we go back to the title screen. And that's it. Straight back to the title screen. We've now finished case... Oh, sorry, it's L. Case 1, case 2... And next week we'll be hitting the Phantom's Foot in MAKOTO Wakaido's Case Files Part 3. See you there. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can follow us on X, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. We also have a private Discord server for some laid-back gaming chat, and if you're feeling generous, you can support us via Ko-fi. All the relevant links are in the description below.